people don't understand that process of what we do is actually helping somebody, give them a solution. So for me, it's not like we're coming to sell your house or steal your house and all that. We're coming to give a solution. If solution's not with us, then that's fine. But we'll give you a solution to end up.
Yeah,
And
that there. I just want to emphasize that because it's so important. You know, like right now we've got Protege on the go. It's Friday. We're doing this interview, and right next door they're learning about negotiation, communication, making offers, and it's all with the right empathy.
yep,
It's about the right ethics. It's about finding out what the seller situation is, understanding how we can provide solutions and options. At no point at the beginning are we talking about we're going to get this, we're going to get a deal, we're going to make all this money. No, first need to look at the seller. How can we help them? And if you've got multiple different exits, you're going to give the best possible solution for the seller. It's not always about how
yep,
much can you make. And I guess that there from your communication, getting to know them, I can guarantee some of the other people were sitting there just coming in, making cheeky offers, not even building a relationship or even looking to see the person's situation, how to help them. And I
yep,
guess that your soft skills that became your super skill in terms of sales and communication is great. And I say soft skills is because it's just something that we all should get better at is
yep,
communicating, you
yeah.
know, and then from your point of view, you've got really good at it. You understand that whole process of having a conversation and it's got you the result.
Yeah, because when she came around, I said, look, I need to go and take some pictures and videos so I can go away and look at a few things. And obviously, I was walking about. It's quite a creaky old house. So like the carpets, everything were up, and she was still living in it. I'm
Yeah.
kind of walking around going, "Are you living in this? Like you've been targeted and windows have been smashed and stuff like that." I'm like, it's such a poor situation to be in. Um, and she came back down. She went, "Oh, you're not going to like chap on the walls or anything?" I'm like, no, what do you mean? So I had people in there like chapping on walls and looking at the kitchen and saying it's a state. I'm like, they call your kitchen a state. I mean, don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
it was in poor condition, but you're not going to say it's somebody's house. They brought their kids up in this house. There was an
Yeah.
emotion to that property for them. So they were saying, "No, I don't." People from like chapping the doors and all that, and the walls, and tell me I need to lock this down, and that won't work. And I'm like I'm not going to do any of that. I'm just here to see the picture, see your situation, all that kind of thing. Anyway, went away, ran the numbers, and then came up with an offer the next day for her. Got out what she wanted. I made an offer where I thought would work for everybody, and she declined that first offer, but said, "Look, I can come to this instead." Um, and we got it sold for her. Now the funny thing is, I thought about soft skills and everything else is we weren't even highest offer. Somebody off, so we were like 7K less than what somebody else had offered. And I said, after everything had happened, and she got her money and everything else, I said, out of curiosity, like, why did you choose us rather than the person with higher money? She went, I just trusted you. I just trusted that you were doing the right thing for me, and you weren't just here to like, I don't know, like scam me or anything. I just got a better vibe from you than other people. I'm like, cool, so I'm doing something right then. Like sales is okay for me then. So yeah, so that one's my first buy to let package deal. Um, and it's pretty much what I still do now. Find a deal, sell it to the investor, take it through the whole refurb. So numbers on that one were like, I think we got it sold for about 49 to the investor. Um, the refurb on that one it was a like, you talk about your first deal, you always remember your first, right? But this was a massive project for your first 21 grand refurb. I think it's like 22 grand in the end up. And it was like changing electric to gas central heating. It was, had to fix the water pressure, brand new bath, the works. It was holes in the walls, holes in the doors, everything. It was a 3 bedroom masonette. And we had wrapped the kitchen rather than replace it. 'Cause the
Mm.
kitchen was in poor state in terms of the window had been smashed, the floor was terrible, there was a lot of things wrong with it, plastering needed done. But see, that's all carcasses were fine. The
Yeah.
worktop was fine, just dated. I said, well, we could maybe save a bit of money here because we're doing a lot of other work. Save some money by wrapping it. It's a cost effective thing to do, especially for a buy to let. And it's something I still do now, which gets quite a lot of popular views on it as well. So we took it through the whole refurb as well, and the learning experience from that, from dealing from utilities to getting gas installed to dealing with Scottish Water to get the water turned off at the Toby, and it was such a great experience. But one of those ones like I handled pretty well. My first experience of maybe project management as well, and it went really well. I would say I'm quite an organised person. I'm quite OCD when it comes to things like trackers and Excel, just from the whole sales element of insights and performance analytics, and yeah, it went. I would say it went really well. I think we went over our time by about 3 weeks from the timescale that we gave the investor, but they were fine with that because of constant communication. The reason why I went over was the gas. Like, it's just you ever try to deal with utilities, like Jesus. So yeah, went over a little bit. But the end product was phenomenal. We anticipated a rent of, I think, 700, and we get 795. And anticipated then market value to be 70 to 75, and we get 80. So again, that whole proof of concept of running the numbers and seeing it actually works if you do the comparables correctly and everything else, and then more so, you put in a bit more effort and give it a good finish, and you actually make it higher. So that for me was a whole complete thing of one, negotiating, finding a deal off market, sell it to the investor, take it through the whole refurb, and then getting, so the EPC was an F as well. We got an EPCC at the end of it. We get £100 more rent than we expected, and we get 5k more in the end value than we expected as well. But everything still worked. The numbers we had, that's the thing for that investor, and that was an investor that was just, I think, like an overseas pilot or something.
Yeah.
So.